Hello and welcome to the 2023 River States Conference Media Day for IU Southeast Softball. I'm joined by Coach Tiffany Buckmaster and players Issa Fox and Macy Zink. Coach, I want to start with you. What are you looking forward to most as the season begins this season?
Yeah, I think progressing on how the season ended. Going on the run that we did at the end of this season was huge. It was huge for the progression of this team, this program, and I think picking up right where we left off and taking it to a new level is what we're most excited about.
You know, there's always some returning players who you're looking to lead the team, give the team some confidence going into it. Who are those players that you are leaning on this season?
Yeah, I think the two people sitting next to me, I think first and foremost, I think they're vocal leaders. I think they're great teammates. I think also going off of that is our pitching staff is very deep and is very top heavy. And so, meaning juniors and seniors. And so I think we're going to be led in the circle this year. And I think some transfers are going to help with that. But I think that's where the majority of our leadership and backbone is going to come from this year.
You know, you talked about your leadership. There's always some newcomers every year that fans should keep their eye on. Who are those newcomers this year that we should watch out for?
Yeah, I think we have a really good class, coming in big class, which created a lot of depth, which I think we needed. It also created a lot of competition at positions, which I think we needed. And so I think you're going to see a mix. I think you're going to see a mix of freshmen that came in that are going to be very, very key in even something as simple as pinch running to win us a ball game. Is going to be huge, and I think when you're looking at our roster, I think you're going to see quite a few transfers that are going to definitely make an impact and probably pretty quick.
You know, what are a few things that you need to do every single game to be successful this season? Now, you know, every coach preaches something. What do you look for every game?
Energy, I think, is first and foremost. I think these girls hear me say it all the time. Win the energy battle. Win the energy battle. 90% of the time, you win the energy battle, you win the ball game. And I think competing, not getting complacent. This team, I don't say this very often, but I think this team has the ability to put teams away early. I might be putting my foot in my mouth saying that this early in the season, but is not just being content winning a ball game by 1 or 2 runs. This team, my expectation and what I want from them is to want to win ball games and to compete to win those ball games by 5 or more runs because I think we're capable.
You know, last question for you, Coach. You know, the River States Conference obviously is a very tough conference to play in. Mm-hmm. How do you see that shaping up this year? You know, game in and game out playing this conference.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Being in the West and we play 4-game sets. Anytime you play 4-game sets, doesn't matter the competition. To beat a team 4 times is tough, no matter what. On the other side of the conference, I think you're only seeing them twice, and then you go into conference tournament and. That you go into conference tournament and you've seen some teams 4 times, you've seen some 2. The way our conference is shaped out is very, very tough. Luckily, we have 2 bids coming out, and I think that is something that we are looking forward to taking one of them. And I think that is the saving grace because of how tough it is, knowing that we have 2 spots to do it. Because it's not easy to beat a team 4 times, and I think that all across the board you're not going to see a team. I don't think our conference is shaped to see a team go undefeated, and that's not something that is very likely for anybody in our conference. But that's also what makes it exciting. That's what you go into every doubleheader and you got to be on your game, which is what we want.
All right, Macy, I'll go to you now. Just talk about how your preseason has gone so far.
So we did get some fall games in this year, which I think was a huge way to get not even the newcomers comfortable with us on the field, but just being able to see, like Coach said, our depth. We were able to get everybody some time, and really with our addition of our assistant coach, I feel like our assistant coach and Coach Buck have really just clashed, and we've had a really good structured preseason, which I think is going to make us know that we have to work on our own because these weeks in between Christmas and when we start up is going to be what is going to determine if we're going to win or lose this season, just about the effort that we want to put in behind the scenes. So I feel like our preseason was the best preseason that we've had yet so far since I've been here, and I think it's going to roll over into the spring and make us be successful.
And Issa, what are y'all's just general expectations for this year? What do you look for going into this season?
I'm just really excited for this season. I'm expecting the season to be exciting. I'm expecting us to win that energy battle. And Coach always tells us we have two things that we can control, is energy and effort. And I'm really expecting all of our girls to really win that this year. We have a lot of newcomers, like we said, and our team is just full of people who are hungry to play and hungry to win. So I'm just really excited for the season to start.
Gotcha. Macy, what are your all's strengths this year? You know, you've played on this team for a few years now. This team, every team has a strength. And what is this team's strength?
I will say our strength this year is definitely our chemistry. We've always had chemistry on our team because it's always been an IUS thing, like you come and you're a family. This year just feels a little different. I feel like we all are just like together as one. Yes, we're competing against each other like in practice to get that spot or just to prove to coach that we're there to give the effort or work. But our chemistry overall is like we don't get mad at each other. We aren't the team to do that. We're very constructive criticizers, which I think is a great strength that we have this year. And another strength we have is just really is how versatile we are. Like there's so many players that I could trust in multiple positions, and having that strength is huge because you never know what could happen. There's always a bump in the road somewhere along the season that you're not expecting, but when that hits, I think this year we'll be ready because of all of our strengths.
And last question, Isa. I asked Coach kind of the same question, but what is it about playing in the River States Conference that's so difficult every night?
Yeah, I mean, the teams we play, they're hardcore. They want to win just as bad as we do, and you can't let your guard down with a single one of them. You know, people sneak up on you. I know we've got Raya that it's a tough game for us. We prepare hard for, and St. Mary's joining our conference last year. I mean, we really enjoy playing them, and they give us good competition. So.
And thank you guys. This has been the 2023 IU Southeast Softball River States Conference Media Day. For Logan Stevens, Coach Tiffany Buckmaster, players Issa Fox and Macy Zink. Thank you guys for watching.